Caitlin Clark has become impossible to escape. Billboards, memes, viral clips, her presence is everywhere you look. To most people, she's a quick snapshot. The swagger, the deep threes, the fire in her voice. But that's just the surface-level Caitlin, the one the internet turns into a character. The real version? She isn't fueled by spotlight or spectacle. She's wired for discipline, precision, and control. And it's the side of her life no one sees that truly shows who she is.
I want to stop being coached. I never want to stop being told what's right, what's wrong, no matter how good I play, how bad I play. Like, there's always things to learn, things to get better at, and that's what I love about her is she holds me to a very high standard, and yeah, she's going to get on me because she knows there's still areas for me to improve, and this team relies on me a lot, whether it's emotionally or to score or to bring the energy, and I think that's just always something that she holds me to a high standard in that regard, and that's something.
You don't say something like that for the cameras. That kind of line comes from years of echoing inside your head. The Caitlin Clark everyone watches today, steady heartbeat, ice-cold range, game-changing swagger, is the end result of an environment built for pressure. She wasn't raised in a house that protected her from stress. She was raised in one that demanded she master it. Pressure wasn't a threat, it was a training tool. Her dad, Brent, dominated as a multisport college athlete. Her older brother, Blake, battled his way through Division I football. And her younger brother, Colin, spent his childhood trying to survive her relentless urge to win. Understand the world she grew up in, the habits she built, and the lifestyle she maintains, and suddenly the public version of Caitlin Clark feels like the tip of a much deeper story.
What I wanted to do was win, no matter if it was a board game, a card game, really anything. Like, I just was going to do whatever it took to win. I got kicked out of PE class because I was so competitive.
That wasn't a phase. That was the alarm bell nobody realized was ringing. And it only got louder with time. There's one story her family still laughs about now, but back then, there was nothing funny about it.
I played with the boys, honestly, I think until about 6th grade, which is probably a lot longer than most girls. I think it kind of taught me, if you want to play, you gotta have to hold your own.
That was Colin, her little brother. Sometimes her sparring partner, sometimes the poor kid dragged into the chaos. But Caitlin wasn't raised to go easy on anyone. She was raised to fight for every point. And that attitude didn't end with family game nights or those brutal driveway one-on-ones. It followed her everywhere.
Same for me. You understand how the league works, you know what to expect, everything like that. But at the same time, year 2 is going to be still a little different for me from the standpoint of I got a lot of new teammates. I have a new coach, new coaching staff, and so being able to figure them out, how they operate, how they do things, I think will be really important for our whole group. So it's going to take a little time to put together, but I think also having an off season of things that I could really just work on and get better at.
And she did, again and again. Caitlin never chased attention. She chased competition. She didn't want to be the standout, she wanted to be worthy. Even if that meant getting shoved, dunked on, or walking inside with fresh bruises. Because in the Clark household, pressure wasn't an obstacle, it was a currency. And the only way to prove you were strong enough to handle it was simple. Take the hit, then ask for the ball again. Most players watch film because their coach tells them to. Caitlin Clark watches because her mind won't let go of the play she missed, or the one she knows is coming next. She doesn't study tape out of duty. She studies like it's a biological rhythm, like her brain refuses to rest until every angle, every rotation, every possibility is mapped out. While her peers are cooling down after practice, Caitlin is queuing up clips of legends, studying tendencies, pausing frames, and rewinding possessions to decode why a specific read worked, and exactly how she's going to destroy it the next time she sees it.
Maya Moore was my go-to. It was all the Minnesota Lynx players, Lindsay Whalen, Rebecca Brunson, Maya Moore, Simone Augustus. I was just their biggest fan, so I had all their jerseys.
That off-season wasn't a vacation. It was a reset, a recalibration, a chance to quiet the noise and dissect the game frame by frame, movement, spacing, timing, the microscopic details that separate talent from mastery. It was the kind of film grind nobody posts online, but everybody sees when she reads a double team before it forms or drops a one-handed dime out of a curl like she's seen the play already. Her obsession didn't begin in college. It didn't spark in high school. It started way earlier, back when she was a kid drowning in oversized WNBA jerseys, glued to the screen, studying her heroes with the kind of focus most kids save for cartoons.
I think for myself, growing up, that was Sue Bird for me. Sue was the player that I loved getting to watch. When I went to my first WNBA game, I don't tell Sue this, but I was more so there for the Lynx, but they were playing the Storm at the time, so
I got to see her play and the way she passed the ball. And even on the men's side, like I think, Chris Paul and Steve Nash, and you look at players like that, like I loved the men's game growing up too.
Most kids play ball and forget about it by dinner. Caitlin didn't. She watched. She absorbed everything. She studied the passes, the cuts, the rhythm of a team like Minnesota, their timing, their spacing, the system, not just the shots that made the highlight reels. That's what hooked her. That's what shaped her. And even now, all these years later, that obsession hasn't faded for a second. The studying never stopped.
It was great to see how relaxed she was. Obviously, with the media attention that she has gotten probably in the past year and a half, 2 years, you can see how she's comfortable playing in front of a larger crowd.
That's the part everyone overlooks. The logo threes and the heat checks are fun, sure, but that's not what makes her dangerous. Her real weapon isn't the range. It's the recall. It's the vision. It's the ability to manipulate defenders 2 steps ahead because she's already watched that rotation break down 50 times on film. She's not reacting in the moment. She's reenacting scenarios she solved in her mind days ago. That's why her confidence never shakes. It's not arrogance. It's clarity. The kind that comes from studying so much basketball that you can feel when the defense is about to crack and know exactly when the shot needs to go up. This is the part of her lifestyle nobody celebrates. No cameras. No tunnel fits. No post-game MIC drops. Just a laptop, a notebook, and a brain wired to figure out answers before the questions even show up. While others guess, Caitlin Clark remembers. Most elite athletes chase quiet. They visualize silence, breathe through meditation, try to calm the noise of the arena and the weight of the spotlight. Caitlin Clark? She doesn't want silence. She wants the storm. From the outside, her career looks like non-stop chaos. Cameras flashing, crowds screaming, haters chirping, highlight reels dropping, security clearing a path just to get her from the locker room to the floor. But inside that storm, she's still unshaken. Even on a golf course, a place built on calm, respect, and perfect rhythm, Caitlin walked in with cameras in her face and eyes watching her every move, and she didn't blink. Not once.
She was just saying that she was proud of me, congratulating me, that not only that I scored a touchdown, but, winning, the biggest game in football, my first year. So I appreciate her for that, sending that message, even though she's a Chiefs fan.
This isn't accidental. It isn't luck. It's muscle memory, the mental kind. Caitlin's entire childhood was forged in pressure. Not just the physical kind, but the psychological kind. Packed gyms, relentless family competition, film sessions disguised as dinner conversations. She wasn't taught to escape pressure. She was taught to thrive inside it. By the time she reached the WNBA, the noise wasn't a distraction. It was fuel. You see it in the fourth quarter when she waves off screens. When she drains a logo 3 and hears the boos while smirking. She's not cocky, she's precise. She's clear. Because that shot? She's already made it 200 times that week in practice. She doesn't fight the chaos. She lets it surround her, then finds the space to operate. Even off the court, the pressure doesn't stop. Social media spirals, cheap shots from players, opinions from coaches, fans, even legends, all weighing in on her every move. And yet, somehow she remains focused, grounded. Not by avoiding the storm, but by training inside it. That's the difference. Others get lost. Caitlin looks like she's been here for years. She doesn't need a pristine gym to thrive. She doesn't need peace. She needs a shot clock, a roaring crowd, a challenge. While everyone else hunts for balance, Caitlin Clark has already found hers, in the middle of the noise. Caitlin Clark is one of the most recognizable athletes in America. Billboards, attendance records, primetime dimes, $1 million Nike swoosh, she has it all. But if you think she's chasing the spotlight, you don't know her. She can go viral and then spend the post-game in a hoodie that looks like it survived 100 laundry cycles. Her tunnel fits aren't about flash, they're about function. She doesn't dress for cameras. She dresses for work. She could chase headlines. Instead, she sends messages. After Iowa football star Cooper Dean won the Super Bowl, the biggest moment of his life, Caitlin didn't tweet. She didn't post a story. She didn't make it public. She just reached out.
The answer I was looking for was a chef, so I made fudgy brownies this weekend.
What about a meal?
I have a great spicy vodka sauce recipe.
She's not my chef.
Yeah, and I'm making broccoli beef tonight.
No press release. No attention grab. Just one Hawkeye checking in on another, quietly. That's Caitlin's version of stardom. Low noise, high impact. She doesn't chase headlines. She writes them, one quiet act at a time. She's not the type to film her reaction to being name-dropped in a rap lyric. She'll smile, maybe send a thank you, and then go right back to watching film. She doesn't care if the outfit trends. She cares if the cut works. The lights don't matter. The representatives do. Fame is loud. Caitlin Clark isn't. Even at the Super Bowl, surrounded by celebrities and flashing cameras, she blends in by choice. No stylists. No PR whirlwind. Just Caitlin. Probably sneakers. A small circle of people who know the real her. And that's the power, because when she does speak, people listen. When she does show up, arenas sell out. She's not avoiding the spotlight. She's simply not dependent on it. While others chase attention, she earns it, then walks away like it's nothing. Most people imagine a superstar athlete as glamour and noise, red carpets, VIP events, private jets, a schedule stuffed with appearances. Caitlin Clark's lifestyle is nothing like that, and that's exactly why it works. She's not clubbing after games. She's watching film. Not chasing interviews. She's cooking dinner. And when someone once asked her what she'd be doing if basketball didn't exist, she didn't say fashion. She didn't say TV. She didn't even say coaching. She said,
Focusing on being a really good teammate, being there for my teammates, being a voice for them, because that's what I am when I'm playing. So you got to still be that consistent voice when I'm sitting on the bench. So I try to do that as much as
not a broadcaster, not a lawyer, not a public figure. And she wasn't joking. That's the side nobody posts. The Caitlin people don't see. The one who drops 27 and 10 on the court, then goes home and makes cookies from scratch. While other stars hop on TikTok or chase content, Caitlin is in the kitchen measuring flour, not followers. Not to prove anything. She just likes it quiet. She likes it simple. Her entire lifestyle is built around recovery, not reaction. Quiet TV, puzzles, walks, routines that look slow from the outside, but inside that's the reset. The reset that keeps the fire burning through all the noise. She doesn't need distraction. She needs structure. No viral cooking show. No celebrity collabs. Just one of the most dangerous players in the world, eating broccoli and beef in sweatpants, phone on silent. Not boring. Balance.so while the world spirals, while every game becomes an event, Caitlin Clark stays locked in. When the highlight reels go dark and the headlines shift, she's still in the kitchen measuring garlic, ready to drop 30 the next night. Caitlin Clark doesn't lead like most stars. No fiery speeches. No dramatic huddles. No towel waves after a big play. She leads with control, not chaos. With clarity, not volume. While most players are still searching for their voice in the locker room, Caitlin is already fluent. Not because she talks the most, but because she sees the most. When injury sidelined her earlier this season, her role shifted, but her voice didn't disappear. It evolved.
Junk on the basket, but what y'all see is real over here. Yeah. And they like, well, we finna find out.
That's what most people miss, leadership. For Caitlin, it isn't about shouting slogans or rallying the team with cliches. It's about connecting dots, noticing what others overlook, and sharing insights even the coaching staff might not see. Even from the bench, she was breaking down film in real time, communicating during halftime and timeouts, delivering tactical reads and subtle adjustments that changed the flow of the game. She wasn't playing, but she was still quarterbacking. She isn't the loudest voice. She's the sharpest. That's why coaches trust her. That's why teammates listen. When Caitlin speaks, it's not hype, it's answers. When something goes wrong, she doesn't yell. She points. She adjusts. She moves on. Even her frustration becomes feedback. If a teammate is out of position, she notices. Instead of calling them out, she calmly guides them to the correct read the next possession. And maybe the clearest sign of all? When she was sidelined by injury, what did she say she missed most? Not the lights. Not the crowd. Practice. That's who she is. While other leaders hype their team into momentum, Caitlin guides them into it, like a point guard with a playbook etched into her brain. Quiet, efficient, unshakable. She doesn't need to raise her voice, she raises the standard. When you play like her, the league tests you. When your game is louder than words, they come for you harder. From her WNBA debut, defenders have tried to rattle her, elbows, screens, trash talk. And the cameras love it. Slow motion replays. Zoom ins. Missed calls framed like she's fragile, under siege. But what they don't see is this, she thrives on it. Every cheap shot, every late bump, every passive-aggressive headline, that's fuel.
What I will say is, the intensity, the effort, Adrenaline, all that goes up when you play Caitlin Clark. You know the numbers is gonna go up, you know the stadium is gonna be filled, you know everybody is watching, and you know if you D up Caitlin Clark and you do something good, you gonna be on TV. So all that goes.
And guess what they discover? This isn't a story about someone getting bullied. This is what happens when you step into a veteran league, knock down logo threes in your second game, and move like you've been there for a decade. This is what happens when you carry yourself like a problem, and then prove it. It's not just about silencing doubters. It's about the numbers, the scoreboard, the impact. She's second in scoring, second in assists, drawing more attention than anyone else, and doing it after missing games. No dramatic interviews, no social media battles. Just a clean box score that says, "You came for me. I came to win." And let's be clear, this isn't hate. It's respect disguised as physicality. The hard fouls, the suffocating defense, the extra gear every team brings when she steps on the floor. That's how the league treats stars. And Caitlin Clark? She's the one everyone adjusts to. She's not just playing basketball. She's performing under the zipline cam every night. Everywhere she goes, it's a big game. Every defender guarding her knows they're on national TV. Every arena she enters feels like it's the playoffs. And while they try to make her flinch, she stays calm, hits that signature step-back three, and lets the net do the talking. Because Caitlin Clark doesn't clap back. She keeps score. She could be anywhere. An award show, a sneaker launch, courtside at a game she's not playing in. But instead, she's here. Empty gym, no crowd, no coach, no cameras. Just the squeak of sneakers, the rhythm of a bounce, the silence between shots. And that silence? That's the real Caitlin Clark. The part no poster, no tunnel fit, no highlight reel can capture. No logo threes. No screaming crowds. Just a player alone, chasing something no one else can see. Form shooting. Reps that never go viral. Obsession with the details no one applauds. While the world talks, she's still working. That's how greatness is built. Not in the moments everyone watches, but in the ones when no one is looking. And as the cameras fade and the lights dim, Caitlin Clark keeps moving. Still practicing. Still perfecting. Still getting better. Legacy. Because she knows the truth, it isn't made on game day. It's made when no one's looking. She was never supposed to carry this much. The weight of a league, the pressure of a movement, the microscope of a polarized world, all on one 23-year-old with a jump shot. And yet, here she is, still playing, still signing autographs, still showing up for the kids who now plan their week around a fever game. This isn't just basketball anymore. Caitlin Clark has become the flashpoint. The moment the spotlight finally turned to women's sports, and never looked away. Before her, the WNBA was overlooked, disrespected, dismissed. Now merch flies off shelves. Games are national events. Fans, they've changed too.
Guys, or guys like them, are the ones buying the 22 jerseys, wearing them to games, Major, but also to the grocery store and to the gas station. It is now cool to be a WNBA fan, and it is cool to love.
That spotlight on Caitlin? It's not just about her. It's shining on the entire league. Players who waited decades for this attention are finally getting what they've always deserved. But with that spotlight comes friction. Some say she didn't earn it. Some say she didn't build what she benefits from. Some call her a savior in a league that never asked for one. Caitlin doesn't ask for praise. She doesn't run from tough questions. She doesn't flinch when they push her. She doesn't beg to be understood. She just plays, and in the process, does what no PR campaign ever could. She brings people in. Your mom, who never watched sports, is watching now. That dad in the crowd with his daughter? He flew across the country just to see her live. And the young WNBA stars? They're finally getting cameras, endorsements, and chants they never used to hear. Caitlin Clark might be the headline, but she's never the whole story. She's the spark, the one who showed up when women's sports needed her most and made it impossible to look away. They told you she was just a shooter. They showed you logo threes, trash talk, and viral clips that rack up millions of views, but never tell the full story. They said she was the future of women's basketball without showing you what her present actually looks like. Because Caitlin Clark's story isn't about flash. It's not about fame. It's about focus. The version the world obsesses over, the record breaker, the game changer, the superstar, is built on what cameras almost never catch. It's built on the quiet, 5 a.m. film sessions, boring breakfasts, Puzzle nights, missed parties, workouts when no one's looking. That's the real lifestyle. That's why coaches trust her. That's why teammates follow her. That's why opponents respect her, even when they won't admit it. Caitlin Clark didn't blow up overnight. She built this, day by day, shot by shot, game by game. While everyone else is branding, selling, marketing, she's doing what she's always done. Wake up, go to work, study the game, make the next shot better than the last. So the next time someone says Caitlin Clark is everywhere, remember, none of that happened by accident. It happened because she was nowhere first. Nowhere but the gym. Nowhere but the film room. Nowhere but inside her own mind, sharpening the edges. And if you still think this is about attention, you missed the point. Caitlin Clark's lifestyle isn't built to be seen. It's built to last.